Hello, everybody, and welcome back to our Medieval Total War Holy Roman Empire campaign. And I think this episode is going to be all about economy. I've mentioned before how my mistake, I think, in the early phase of the campaign was not really focusing my building priorities. With the starting position of the Germans, you've got like, I don't know, 15 or 20 provinces at the beginning, and it's all really overwhelming. It feels like you need something everywhere, but I think that's not the smartest way to go about it. I think what you want to do is designate like maybe 3 military provinces and the rest kind of focus on economy, right? Maybe throw one into agents, but otherwise really dedicate to supporting yourself. And especially when I owned territories like from Provence all the way up to Flanders, I should have been trying to build those up into really economic powerhouses and meanwhile focusing my military building in a few places. Now, it has to be said, it's easy to say that. It's harder to enact that in practice because the entire time we were trying to develop up here, we also had to deal with the Italians who were relentlessly invading Flanders and Friesland. And when we were getting Saxony up towards the citadel level, we were getting invaded by Novgorod. So there was a lot that we had to deal with. But I think if I had really focused from the outset on saying, this is going to be military, Bohemia is going to be military, Swabia is going to be military, and that's it. Everything else, go for farms, go for the economic buildings, spend 1,000 on a keep, right? Spend 2,000 when you have it to get a castle so you can get the next level of whatever. Maybe that would have worked. Maybe not. It is a very tricky starting position. But now that we're at the point where we've got a nice strip of provinces that I feel I own pretty securely, we really need to turn our attention to being able to afford it. Now, this is all, economic calculations are really complicated by the fact that we're coasting on looting, sacking, pillaging, chevauché raids, whatever you want to call it, and the occasional ransom. So this is not economical. The other thing is our costs are skewed by the fact that we've got these armies up here in the north, which, individually the units are not that expensive, but thrown all together, that's got to be a few hundred at least, right? So this is all making things kind of hard to calculate. But the thing that I want to do is, now that I'm in the position that I'm at, where I feel like I really don't want to lose any of this, we need to make sure that we can support an army that can get out and do more conquering. So, we do have a bit of trade going on in the Adriatic. Very nice. We've got trade at least with Naples and, these other provinces. 2 of these ports are being traded with Venice probably soon to come. I don't think we're trading with Venice because of the siege. Let's just double check that. Naples, yeah, no trade with Venice. But when that siege gets resolved at some point, assuming it does, then we'll be trading with the Golden Horde up there. And we are doing a tiny bit of trading over here in Antioch, our Crusader state, with a caravel on the way, so we can get down here and trade with the Byzantines along the Nile coast. So that could be pretty lucrative, but that's not super sustainable because we do have some rival fleets still on the map. We've got large, Danish stacks of longboats that seem to move in and out of the eastern Mediterranean. I know the Golden Horde is at war with the Danes, and so that is to some extent probably making things complicated for them, but that's not necessarily going to solve our problem. So in other words, we could have a Danish fleet down here that disrupts our trade. So we certainly need to work on that trade, but we can't rest on it. So let's look at what we've got for farming upgrades. In Naples, currently 20% farming is making us 280. If we go up, spend 1,000 on this, that's only going to bring it up to 325. That's 45 profit. Not really worth it, I think, for the 1,000 that we would have to spend. Sicily's maxed out. That's great. Earns us 500. Rome is at 40. This is actually quite nice, making us 540 just off of this. And if we were to go up to the next level, 622. So that's like, what is that, like 80? 82? That might be worth it. It's 1,500. So if I feel, that I'm going to get a sudden big ransom, if I'm going to get some loot from from burning buildings down, or maybe a sudden influx of trade income. Maybe this is the priority right now. 1,500, 6 years, making another 80. Okay, Tuscany. Currently 350. That's actually a good starting point too. So 350. If we go up to this, 405. That's kind of disappointing. So that's 55. So I still think Rome is the better option. And then with Genoa, 328. Okay, 380. So that's, you know, like 52. Again, the farming profits here are not superb. But Rome seems like my best bet for economic upgrades. I guess we shouldn't neglect Antioch either. We're at 20% here. Oh, 690. Okay. This would be 802. Okay, this is the one. 802. So that's like 110 or so, right? 112? Yeah. 690 up to 802. This is the one. 1,000 florins. Okay. So we upgrade Antioch's farming. Should have done that when I'd been like noticing, but what we were doing over here was, you know, getting a church so we could get the chapter house and then get some decent spears so we could theoretically do a crusade. Now, okay, so that's the next upgrade we're going to focus on economically after we get a boat in the sea here. See what we got for money. Can I spare 1,000 to upgrade the farming in Antioch? And yeah, then that's it. Then we're going to look at what else we're going to spend in terms of upgrades, because it's very, very disappointing that Naples was so close to getting chivalric knights. We were working on it, and then the Byzantines attacked, and them just putting us under siege destroyed that building. All of those buildings, in fact. So we need to start from the royal court, then to the baronial court, and then once again to get to the baronial estate. So I kind of don't have the heart to do that right now. We're currently losing 99 florins, which is not a lot, but we spent 1,000. We're down under, you know, 3 grand, and that feels a little close to the support limit. I want to make sure that we've got money to train good troops if we suddenly need them. And the Danes are not done. You know, I mean, we've certainly kept them busy and distracted them and caused some chaos, and even grabbed Genoa off of them, but they're moving men into Provence. You know, this is now at very high taxes, 200% loyalty. And they're moving some units that are kind of decent down here. You know, it's a weird mix. But they've got some royal knights, they've got some swords, they've got some Pavese crossbowmen. They've even got 64 feudal sergeants, 60 Pavese crossbows, and a unit of Vikings. You know, again, it's a weird army, but it would give us a little bit of trouble. So, let's see. Here, I guess we can't retrain anything here, unfortunately. But it might be good for us to maybe to go ahead and spend some military. No, see, this is the thing. This is what happens. I get sucked into this feeling of, okay, I can't train anything here. This is useless. I need to train a military building. And so that starts me down the whole road of, okay, town watch, and then the spear building, and then the sword building, and then the second level spear building. No, we're not going to do that. We've got Genoese sailors here, or we're going to. Okay, so no, wait, why can't we get, oh, right, port. Okay, sorry, we need a port. We're going to get a port, and that's good for trade anyway, right, because they've got silk here. So once we feel like there's not, like, say, a Danish fleet right here, right off our coast, then we could get going on the trading post, and then the port. The trading post by itself will make a tiny bit of cash, right? So it'll justify its existence. And then we can start making Genoese sailors. Otherwise, not doing anything in terms of military here in Genoa. Nothing else. We need to be really, really disciplined. Same thing with Tuscany. Not going to bother with military just yet. We've already got our +1 urban militia that we get out of here in terms of their valor bonus, so I'm not going to bother with anything else there. Okay, I think we're just going to end the turn here because we're going to be invading Friesland with our stack. The goal with these 4 armies is going to be to get up to Sweden. We were going to have a crusade there in the last episode. That, of course, didn't work out. The Danish king, very fortunately for them, died of old age, and they left King Hardicanute IV here in his place. So what we want to do is get up there. Now, he'll probably be gone because I'm guessing there's ships all around here that he can move out of thanks to this port. But we're going to get over here to Sweden with our armies, hopefully, and take it over. And I'd like to stick around a while. I don't want to just shove their garrison, whatever that happens to be, back to the fort. I want to take Sweden. Then I want to take a look at my economy, right? Because this by itself is making 865 for the Swedes. Now that could be a lot of it due to the trading building, the Merchants Guild here, but I think some of it is due to this farmland. So if we can control some of that farm, you know, the trade's not going to be useful for us because we get so many enemies around, but if we can get the farmland here, we might be able to use this, maybe actually consolidate these 4 armies into something that resembles a reasonable fighting force instead of just the crazy rabble of bodies that were flailing around the map. We've also got potentially some metal smithing, some armor upgrades. We could train chivalric sergeants up here, I believe. Probably pavies, arbalesters, handgunners, and mounted sergeants, mounted crossbows. So Sweden could be a very good place for us to get and then slowly reconquer. Like take Denmark, hold that, and then take Saxony and hold that, and then go back down along the coast. So that is going to be the ultimate goal. But before we click end turn, we do have one last thing to attempt, and that is they've got an emissary here, the Italians do, and I just noticed he's Marco Polo. This is Marco Polo. He's a 5-star emissary, and I accidentally clicked on him with my assassin, and that's a 50% chance of success. And, you know, why not? Why should we not kill Marco Polo? We've got a 3-star assassin here, 66. Let's just keep working our assassins a little bit. We've still got a 2-star down here, so even if these 2 fail, that's fine, right? I'm not really too worried about it. But killing Marco Polo, this is like a Nicolas Cage movie that this campaign is descending into. We're going to assassinate Marco Polo. So let's end the year, see if any of that works. The other thing, of course, is the question of how worried we should be about the Golden Horde. Because, you know, they are still in existence. But the Byzantines are actually kind of moving up in the world. They're striking back. They're doing great things. And here we go. We now have a 4-star assassin in Naples who has killed Marco Polo. Beautiful. I think this was probably the 3-star guy, if I had to guess. But that's awesome. Okay, Friesland. They are withdrawing. We've conquered that. We lost Ile-de-France. And the Golden Horde withdraw out of Edessa. Okay. All right, so this is interesting. The Danes moved from Provence into Genoa, but are retreating. So they decided not even to follow through the attack. I was afraid we were going to have to fight a potentially dangerous battle here. Oh, okay. So the Byzantines may lose Valentia. I was hoping they could hold on to it. But as you can see, this is a very Catholic province. There's even an Italian bishop down here. Oh, no. No. Well, okay, the Horde did conquer Venice. But the Danes got it right back. That's so disappointing. But finally here, our spy has caused some unrest in Cordoba. It looks pretty small. And there is a little unrest in Ile-de-France. So, popular unrest among the loyalists, and then rebel provinces join the revolt. This is just so disappointing. So, like, I think we lost Anjou, or maybe, I don't know, where else joined the revolt? Is that Normandy? I think we had already lost Normandy. But what this says is that there's a rebel province nearby that is just going to throw in with the Danes again, because the game wants them to win, apparently. So not only did we lose Ile-de-France to a loyalist revolt, which, you know, that's going to happen, but some other province seems to have, which was rebel, seems to have joined in. So really, really disappointing. Okay, Pope wants an alliance. Yeah. Let's do it. He's allied with all of these factions. All of them are allies or neutral with us currently. So I'm happy to go with that. All right, Ludwig got a nice educated trait. Very good. Hermann von Dassel got approachable manner. That's extra acumen. And yeah, let's take a look at the east. Jeez. So the other thing I noticed, I got a bishop down here in Sinai. Egypt is basically undefended, or at least was when I looked there. But the Byzantines have Varangian Guard. This must be a holdover from, you know, the early period when they were doing really well. Because one of them only has 20 men. But, you know, this is kind of unsettling. They've got cataphracts down here. Let's go up to Palestine. And so now they're spreading out their forces, but, I mean, they could do a big comeback. They got 3 stacks here that the Golden Horde was just not able to dislodge. So, one thing I'm wondering, you know, do I want to do a crusade? Because we could build them here. Do I want to crusade against the Horde? I was at first thinking, all right, the Byzantines are emptying their forces out of Tripoli. They're going into Syria. The Horde may counterattack, and they still may, right? So I don't want to move too quickly here. But if the Horde does really well, and the Byzantines, like these stacks, disappear, then I might start up our war again in Tripoli. Now that's going to make the caravel we just built here feel a little useless, because then the trade income that I'm counting on is not going to be active if we're at war with the Byzantines again. But, you know, Tripoli's a really good province. Look at this. It's got 80% farms. We used to have it, but the Byzantines must have built the farm upgrades here. They haven't done too much else. It's still a keep. What is this train? Turkoman horse? But they can't train that unit, so they were not working on the, you know, the horse breeder or any of that stuff. This would be nice to have again. It would really, really help out. But at the moment, you know, the Byzantines are looking really strong. So let's wait, because I don't want, you know, I imagine the Horde's strength is kind of focused around here and maybe Constantinople, because they're at war with the Hungarians. So I don't want to start antagonizing them just yet. Now this could be an opportunity to counterattack, but maybe the Horde will move in some troops from Austria. And maybe this won't be a problem for them. Maybe they'll just be able to beat this stack. I think the biggest issue is these chivalric sergeants. But, you know, loyalty is looking kind of low for the Danes. Wouldn't that be nice? Get a civil war going. Okay, so here we've got our little rebellion. Again, super low loyalty. But then this is just a mounted sergeant's unit. Over here, the king. He's not married, and he's in a province that's about to rebel. Let's move our bishop out, because they're no longer excommunicated, so increasing Catholicism there is not likely to contribute to unrest anymore. I think that's how it works. And let's drop our assassin on that king. He has no heir. Oh, we have to go with it. We have to give it a shot. 17%. 10%. We gotta move you down. Should we do it now, or should we wait until they can all hit at the same time? We've tried this before, right? We've tried this before where sent a couple of assassins, one at, I think it was exactly the same, one at 17% odds, one at 10% odds at the Danish king, but he's got no heirs. Oh, it sucks that we can't corner him. Well, we've got to keep up. We've got to stick to the plan. You know, he could move right back to Sweden next turn, right? Now, Norway. Okay, Norway. Let's get a spy. Oh, we can't. Damn. There's border forts in Sweden, so we can't get a spy in Norway, but Norway has just 49 men. 1972, I don't think it's worth it. Almost 2,000 for 49 arquebusiers. And if only we could get a spy in there, because, you know, there's no port. That's good on the one hand. It means that they can't move guys around from here. But it's also frustrating that I can't get a spy in. Alright, we've got a spy up there, though. Let's keep that. And loyalty is only 100% here in Saxony. So, you know, again, I think they're having kind of a hard time. It's hard to tell. loyalty, they should have lost this a long time ago, in my opinion. Livonia should have... They didn't get any rebellions. It was down in the 80s. Now, again, 80% chance of a rebellion is not 100% chance of a rebellion, you know, but still. Okay. In fact, 80% loyalty is actually just a 20% chance of a rebellion, but you know what I mean. And we're going to go down here with, let's take a look at our income. Okay, 293. So that went up. And we haven't even got our ship down here for more trade. That went up. Why did that go up? Are we now trading? We're probably now trading with Venice. That's what it is. Take a look at Naples. Yeah, we are trading with Venice, but that only gives us an extra 37. Yeah, and look at the ships. The ships are coming back. All right. I see. I don't want to get under 3 grand. We did lose just a little bit of money last turn, but you know, my thought was let's go for the trading post. That's going to get, you know, maybe 20 gold per turn. But let's just hope that our assassins or this rebellion it kills the Danish king. And we're going to move up to Saxony. I'm not going to build anything. I'm not going to train anything just yet. They failed to attack us this last round, right? They tried, but they thought better of it. So I think we can just keep that state of affairs the way it is and hope that it doesn't change. They could theoretically maybe attack us in Naples or Sicily this season because they have boats adjacent to both of those provinces, but they couldn't attack us by boat here, here, or here. No ships. So that's all good. All right. Just making sure I don't have any loose units. And yeah, I guess we'll call it there. Alright, they're moving a lot of guys into Provence. And they moved their king out. Alright, they're attacking the Italians. Yeah. Our 4... Okay, our assassin, our rank 2 assassin failed to get him... Oh, he's in Saxony now. Ooh, this could be really good for us, though. He's going to withdraw out of there, so we'll get it. Okay, but our 2-star assassin failed to kill him. And they are retreating from Saxony. So we've got it. It looks like it's still a castle, so that's very nice. And we got 1,500. Great. Bandits in Friesland. Loyalist revolt in Flanders. At least there's a peasant revolt in Friesland as well. Alright. Discard. Now, we still have our 4-star assassin in play. Maybe then we should hold off. Let's see. Yeah, this is going to rebel next turn. This May, we've got our 3-star spy down here. It's kind of close. And the Danes, I mean, the Danes might get excommunicated again is the other thing. Oof, this is not good. They easily beat the Horde. So let's just do the trick of seeing who owns Austria. It's the Horde. Right, we don't know how good they are. Tyrolia, is that still rebels? Yes. Switzerland. Spanish. Okay. The other thing is I don't know when the Swiss are going to emerge. I think they're guaranteed, but I think it's pretty late in the game. The Burgundians are not a guarantee, I think, but that could happen maybe around now. But yeah, look at this. They moved a good commander, 5-star, but he's, okay, this is because he's a field defense specialist. So because he's defending right now, he's getting 3 stars for just sitting there. So he's really, if he attacks, he's a 2-star general. In which case, I guess this guy would take over, who's a good runner. So that's good to know. The troops here don't look terribly different from what we were looking at the beginning of the episode. And we're making $7.95. Here's some money. Okay, great. Great. Oh, this is good. This is now good. All right, and these, you know, these fleets, are now looking manageable. Well, okay, this is a lot. This is really upsetting. They could now move anywhere. Well, Provence is stuck. They can't move out of Provence, at least. They could... Well, they don't have ships in the Adriatic, so they can't move out of Venice, although they could just go right to Tuscany. But the issue here... Let's see. We do have a 2-star spy somewhere, right? Where was he? Here we go. He's in Genoa. Let's move him... It's probably not going to do much good. It's very high taxes and it's 184, so that's not going to be enough to move the needle, I guess. Well, how about this? Let's move him over to Tuscany. Then we'll go into Venice with our 2-star spy. And then maybe we'll move up into Switzerland, because I think there's not a border fort there. At least I didn't put one there. Okay, now, here is where we might actually get somewhere. Oh, can we do it? It's a river. Alright, I think the Danes only own these two. Let's see, who has Prussia? That's the Hungarians, right? And Poland is the Golden Horde, yep. And Silesia rebels? Still rebels. So that means there's no port in Pomerania. They can't leave. Ooh. I don't know if we can do it. But they can't leave. They can't get these guys out. They can move troops in. And he's not married. Now, that doesn't necessarily mean there's no heirs on the way. He could have, like, a younger brother. So there could still be an heir coming, which means we really can't afford to wait around. That could be, like, next year. We absolutely have to do this. Oh, gosh. Part of me really wants to hold on to Saxony. Do we want to send a force that he'll... Yes, we want to... I think we want to try this. Send in a force that he's going to stick around and fight. Let's make you the Elector of Saxony, just for Lord Mandorf, just for the moment. So we can kind of increase our income off of that. We can get chivalric sergeants. If only we could wait a turn. But I don't feel like we can, because they could bring like, who knows what down into Pomerania. I mean, they might have 2 full stacks in Scotland. Let's see who owns Brittany, because that was the Italians. And it still is. Okay. So, they actually... Okay, they might have Morocco still. I think they do. Yep. Okay, so it is risky. They could have forces in Scotland. They could have forces in Sweden, I guess, by now, that I don't know about. If we move in and attack, I mean, they could move these guys in too. And I'm a little concerned because we've got chivalric stuff. And this is a river battle. Oh my gosh. This is not, if we go into Saxony. So, like, one thing we might do is go to Pomerania first and deal with these units. I think we have to go right to Brandenburg. Or do we want to do both? No, that would be too risky. Too risky. They've got some cav. They got 1 cav, like 3.5 archers, 4, 5. So 5.5 archers, like 3 cav units. Some good stuff. Here, though, it's not so much. All right, if we attack here with all of our stacks, we push them away, right? They go to Pomerania. That might be good because a bridge battle, if we attack with even numbers here, we don't have good units, right? We don't have the equivalent to deal with 50 knights. And this guy is nervous, so that's actually nice, -5 health. But +1 morale. He's a great warrior, so that cancels out the nervous. So he's basically giving his men morale. Some of these guys have bad morale traits, though. But they've got a Jeanette's unit, they've got guns, which would be scary, and they've got Vikings to hold the bridge. So I think if we attack them in Brandenburg, we would not succeed. So what we want to do is corner them, right? I think we want to get them out of Brandenburg altogether. So let's bring in 3 stacks, and we'll leave 1 in Saxony, because I don't think we're likely to be attacked here. I guess they could. If they do, we'll go back to the fort. Yeah, this is going to be an immediate fall. But we're attacking them with this. Actually, we are attacking with siege stuff. Alright, I'm overthinking this for what it is. Like, this is not likely to succeed, but we'll give it a shot. We don't have the army to deal with it just yet. Okay, now, mercenaries, none available. We could get hit here. So, let's do that. And let's shuffle some units around. I don't think Venice's army is going to come down here until the siege is resolved. And this is a very long siege unless they assault. We don't have anything very good. We could bring Prince Ludwig over, and that might make sense. Yeah, let's go you, and so we'll leave you 2 units, and everyone else, that's totally fine. I mean, the Spanish might attack us. What are you gonna do, though, right? Let's bring, well, no, I think we're concentrating in Genoa. If we lose Tuscany, fine. We're going to stay in Rome. We're going to stay in Naples and Sicily. We're going to go ahead and spend another turn training chivalric men-at-arms. Naples, let's go for another caravel, because I'm seeing opportunities here to potentially link up our trade. And, you know, again, I don't want to rely on it necessarily, but I think now that we've got that windfall I was talking about, so here we go, here's our opportunity. That's spending about 2,000, which is about as low as I want to go, and we'll see how Brandenburg works out. Now, I think I've still got my assassin going after the king, which is a huge mistake, because now we're going to go into, like, some border fort province, probably. So that could work out really bad. I should have taken him off that. Okay, yeah, so now are we going to fight there? Okay, what's the revolt? Oh, it's a civil war. Okay, the Golden Horde is having a civil war. Ooh. Okay, Brandenburg retreating to the fort. Friesland lost. Flanders lost. The Byzantines are retreating. Oh my gosh, look at this. Oh gosh. The horde is crumbling. Oh, wow, okay. But the Byzantines are retreating from the rebels, which is really interesting. Alright, bandits in Portugal. Good. Bandits in Norway. About time. Unrest in Livonia. Why are we getting these double rebellions? It's very confusing. We got Catholic rebels first, and now it's just a peasant unrest. Oh, whoa, okay. So this is probably a result of the Civil War. So it looks like 2 provinces that the Polish are appearing in. Good. I'm glad to see them. I need something going on. Hopefully, I wish they weren't in the heart of Golden Horde territory, but maybe they can go up and deal with the Danes. They'll probably be trying to get back this way. Okay, 2 provinces. We'll have to see if we can keep our eyes on that. Oh, geez, there's the other one. Oh, damn. Okay, the other one's right here. It's Silesia. I guess that makes sense. They're just getting all these units back. Oof. Oh, gosh. Okay. Now he's married. Now the question is... Yeah, no air. Do we want to go for it? It's going to be a while. Let's move him down where we're safe. And the units that they've got in there, it's good. I'm glad that in the fort, they've got Royal Knights, and they've got Spanish Jeannettes, and they got their handgunners. So we won't have to worry about those guys. But we are going to attack the king here, Pomerania. And we absolutely need this to work. So we're going to leave behind a skeleton garrison. We got to bring everything, I think. We're going to leave behind... Let's see, who's loyal? Actually, lots of people are. This is great. All right, Lord Mandorf, you're the Elector of Saxony. And we need to get, like... men that I'm not going to use. All you guys might have a use, believe it or not. So we'll grab all of you. Move you over here. And actually very high. Now, I really don't want a loyalist revolt here. And I'd rather not be attacked and beaten. So I want to get up to like 100 men. Okay. I want all of these guys, though. So, what about you? Even 31 fanatics seems like they'd be useful. Alright, definitely you. Maybe not you. Not you, not you. We absolutely need the Royal Knights. And yeah, we want the Feudal Knights too. We want even this one guy. Okay, we'll leave it like that. We may as well move them back to Saxony. That's 10 men and 7 men. That's 17 men. But hey, we're going to train another Chivalric Sergeant's unit. Okay. It's 1320. We're on the cusp of the late period. And let's see if this can be the year. And I don't know if it's going to work out. Oh, gosh, they have so many Vikings. He's charismatic now. But that hasn't improved his morale from what it was. Okay. Let's see. Let's see if we can do it by some miracle. We don't have great units. And maybe this is a huge mistake. But we've got Saxony at least. We're cranking out units from there. We're making about 500. And we're... Okay, they're concentrating around the sea here. Oh, the Golden Horde looks like their shipping is kind of crumbling. And we're back down to 3,900. Okay, we trained a crossbow unit to bring over. Let's add you to this force. And the Danes now have Venice back. Okay, we've got 2 spies here. We were going to move one up to Venice anyway. Let's do that. And just keep an eye on Iberia. Yep, very low in Cordoba. That rebellion didn't succeed as I expected it wouldn't. But here it may. And granted, they have some cav, but it might work. The rebels have chivalrics. And you're up to, got to be up to 3. Yeah, we've got 2 3-star spies right now. So that's very nice for us. All right, so we're throwing everything at Pomerania. I don't think I want to spend on another ship. Maybe that's foolish, but it's 900. It's going to take 3 years, and I kind of feel like we want to ally with the Byzantines now. I'm a little scared of them. Let's go Sardinia, Corsica. Maybe he's in Toulouse, but actually, yeah, let's check Toulouse first. All right, and we got to move our trained guys out and up as we had planned. And I am going to do that again. We're going to go ahead and train more chivalric men-at-arms. Let's put them in there so in case any of them come out disloyal, we're not going to be too surprised. And then maybe we got to talk about moving some guys up to Tuscany to take back Venice. I'm just so concerned about losing Naples and Sicily, right? And even Rome. Any of these I can't lose. Okay, the king gets out of it by going down to attack the Golden Horde in Poland. Okay, so we lost our Inquisitor to an assassin. And the Danes get out of Norway. Great. And we're invading Pomerania. I'm not going to do that. We are absolutely calling off this attack. Should we, though? This is a 7-star general. He is ridiculous. And I think he's got good traits. They're at least not as bad as mine. So on the other hand, if we attack and win, we could deny the Danish king a retreat path, but I don't know that we can win. They got, let's just see. Yeah, in the first lineup, 4 Vikings, with 5 Valor on a lot of these guys. And, you know, we've got our usual assortment of garbage. One thing we do have is chivalric sergeants. But these guys don't, they've got poor morale, right? Weak attack. So we can hold out for a little bit, but not really long. And we don't have really appreciable cav. We've got 40 Hobilars, which is nice. But they are countered solidly, I would say, by these mounted sergeants. Yeah, poor morale on the Hobilars. And they're mercenaries, so that's going to, I think, hurt their morale further. We also have feudal sergeants, 88 of them. We've got some swords. We lost a bunch of them in an earlier fight. But we don't have any larger sword units down here. Okay, we do have 29 mercenary swords. Yeah, again, though, I don't think I'm going to do it. Call off the attack. Let's see. I can only hope that he gets killed by the Golden Horde, right? All right, Danes are retreating. Choose your allies. Do you wish to remain allied to the papacy? Oof. Why are they at war? Oh, the boats. Do I need the Golden Horde anymore? Do I need the papacy? That's the other question. I don't think I need the papacy, so we will cancel that alliance. And then Lord Merudi, Pride, well-educated. Okay, this is good. He's getting some nice traits here. Extra command and everything. And Rudolf Ector, famously brave. Very good. Okay, and he failed in his attack. And let's see what our assassin says now. 24%. Oh, man. Let's do it. 24% chance of success. He can't get out of there now, right? He's got to stay. And this is not a ransomed army, but this is. So his son will come of age here. So if we can keep training these spears, now we've got 2 units, you know? We're kind of getting there. All right, I'm going to clean these stacks up a little bit, see what I can get rid of, because I think we're kind of getting to a point where I can maybe try holding out in Saxony. We're making 385 right now. So, you know, that's enough for us to train these guys. Oh, gosh, 24% chance. Is a 4-star assassin. We've got a 3-star down at Naples. Let's bring him up to Saxony, or Denmark rather, and then Saxony, and then we'll try him. You know, assuming this guy fails. Oh my gosh. Okay, all right. I think that's all we want to do. I'm very tempted to get into building up here. We could go, you know, we could go for swords, we could go for whatever. We could just do bog standard archers, but, you know, again, I feel like that's... We've got enough of those in those stacks, so we're not going to worry about that. Alright. Yeah, I don't like this little standoff one bit. So I wish he would attack. Loyalty's really good. Pretty good. But they've lost Portugal. And they're going to lose this again. Right, they're going to get another rebellion in Cordoba. Alright, Leon still has the old border fort there. Alright, the Byzantine Emperor is not in Toulouse. So let's get our princess, or our emissary rather. Because I may want to try out an alliance with the Emperor. Because the fact that the Horde is kind of gone, at least in the east, makes me worried. Oh, the Emperor's down here. Wow. Oh, man. Alexius III coming on strong with max influence. 6 stars. Oh, my gosh. Yeah. They're going to be just fine. So, do we want to ally with him? If we do, we say goodbye to the Horde. Maybe we wait a couple of turns, because there's a chance that we could do like a counterattack with the Horde up here. Right? Like we work together as a team. Maybe let's try that. In fact, let's do that now, because maybe some units will shift over to Brandenburg and we'll have an easier time. So let's bring yeah, all you guys can stay there, and right, you guys can stay here too. But we're gonna train another chivalric guy, and we'll bring everybody to Pomerania. And you know, worst comes to worst, if they just evacuate Pomerania, then we get it. You know, there's some upgrades here, and let's give that a shot. Okay, were we doing any more building? Yeah. Okay, and since at the moment there's no Danish fleets, or they're not huge, and they don't seem like they're big into naval invasions right now, let's take Prince Heinrich up. I mean, he's the current heir. He's not going to be the heir for very long, but let's take him and another royal knight, and you two, and yes, even you, up to Rome. Okay, and then we'll move up to Tuscany, and then we'll see how Venice looks, or Provence. Maybe we'll just take on Provence. Probably this would be the better force to deal with, though. But anyway, let's do another. What do they got? What do they got? Okay, they got a bunch of spears. So let's do another sword unit and probably call that good. Okay, yeah, the king moves over to Pomerania. Now what's going to happen with that army? Are they going to stand and fight? And the king moves over to Brandenburg. Shoot, okay, so that failed. All right, the Danes are retreating, but they're retreating to Brandenburg. Oh, gosh. Okay, Cordoba, we got our rebellion here. Yeah, the Danes are preparing to attack us. No surprise. And we've got Prince Rudolph. So let's see. We've got another son on the way. Prince Rudolph, secret perversion, great warrior, fine. Prince Ludwig, master of numbers. Man, this guy. Gotta keep an eye on him. Okay, is this our new heir? Yes, he is, Prince Rudolph. Okay, with that in mind, now let's look around for princesses. Let's go with... Do we want to go with an Italian? I don't know if there is one right now. And this might work. Who knows? I can see 2 Spanish princesses, so we probably want to just go for that. But let's get her over to Aquitaine, and let's get our emissary asking for the hand of one of these Spanish princesses. We've already married into their family before. Maybe they'll go with it, and then we'll get Ludwig ready to get a wife, because Otto the Fifth is hanging on, and he's not dead yet, but it may be soon. All right, and our men-at-arms unit is good to go, and we've got another caravel here. All right, so I think it feels so like spendy, but we need to do one more, right? We need to get a ship here and here. So I don't know that I want to. Well, let's see. We could go here and here and do some trading with Sardinia, but that's not economical. So let's not waste the combat strength and the low cost of keeping both of our guys here in the Adriatic. If we move one of them to the Ionian Sea, it's just going to be more expensive support costs because we're farther away from one of our ports. So let's bite the bullet, go for one more. And here, let's move. Yeah, you can stay there, I think. But you can be with right, Rudolph. I think we're going to keep Rudolph at Rome. Right, these guys can go up here. Actually, you're pretty great. Natural leader and utterly fearless. All right, so we'll have him lead the attack into Venice. And now we've got Pomerania. We're making money, 303. And we could maybe now do the attack in Saxony. Let's see. We've got our 3-star assassin. That'd be 17% chance. So again, we're getting the no heirs message. He's now very nervous. Oh, but that gives him acumen, actually. His fear of assassins is so great that he does not eat well, sleeps little, and rarely goes out in public. This does give him plenty of time for administrative duties. All right, so he's got... Really, the charismatic is the only thing that's relevant, and that's +1 morale. Whereas our guy has all sorts of bad morale. But the thing we do have is some spearmen. We've got some of these spearmen. They do have some armor upgrades, and we do outnumber them. So they would like have to fight. And let's... we could maybe hold on to Pomerania. Again, I'm going to run into the problem of not having men enough to really hold it. We'll go for chivalric sergeants. Actually, let's go a little cost efficient this time maybe and do just feudal sergeants here for the better morale. They at least don't get that penalty. So they'll be all right. And it'll be easier for us to make these choices about who stays behind. Do I want to leave? Maybe there's no point in leaving any units, but let's not trash it yet. Much as I kind of would want to, let's just see if we can hold it for like a turn. And to that end, actually, maybe we can bring our 4-star spy over here. Or actually, we'll switch. Yeah, he'll come down. We'll get stuff going. I want to get this guy up to Denmark. So actually, let's keep you there. Norway, though, still rebel. So they're not taking this back. This is all great signs. We've got our emissary asking for a marriage. You're just spying. And let's check out. It's 1322, so it is the late period. Oh my gosh, 170 points. And the Kalmar Union. So I don't know if this one actually works. Income from trade exceeds so-and-so. You get lots of points for this potentially, but this one feels like it might be bugged. I could be wrong. It could be that this is not showing up for them only because they're not making that much trade now, right? Maybe I'm screwing them up. The Sicilians have a boat up here in the Baltic Sea for no reason. They're just down in Malta. But yeah, maybe they're not trading at all. They've got like port here, but I don't know if they own Livonia anymore. Let's move our Inquisitor over just to examine that. But yeah, the Byzantines could catch up to us here. But hey, somehow we've got the Hanseatic League, so we're making some points now. We'd have to watch out for the Byzantines, the Hungarians. That's pretty much everybody. But like, yeah, the Danes are the biggest one, and you know, we're kind of getting into their face a little bit. Let's then just double check our training again, make sure everything is going along the way we want it to. The prince, yeah, I guess we'll keep him here. It feels a little risky. Let's send you like over there. And we, speaking of risky, like this up here, we got to do one or the other, right? We got to go either Provence or Venice, but if we do either one, it's going to weaken us. On the other hand, we've got a spy here right now, and he may be... Let's bring the 3-star over, and we'll swap you guys out. So I can still keep an eye on Portugal. But maybe I shouldn't. Like, are we going to cause a loyalist... No, you don't... Loyalty when rebels own it is always exactly 100%. So I don't think our spy has been causing the loyalist revolts in rebel provinces. I think that's just something that can happen. Okay, maybe we want to think about allying with the Hungarians too, but let's... gosh. Let's just wait. Just wait. Nothing to train up here. We could train more like chivalric guys down here. The thing, the thing that's so hard about this is I want to have a reasonable force that can get to Sicily within a couple of turns, right? And get to Naples in one. So I don't want to strip out all of these forces. So I need to leave a standing army around here as long as the Danes have ships. So we'll just go with that. Maybe we'll do an attack and we'll pull guys out of Genoa. Because, you know, it has to be said, I'm not doing a lot with that province right now. If we pull them over to Tuscany and then the Danes attack, we can just counter. Oh, the rebels are attacking. Okay. And this is good to see. The Danes are retreating out of Novgorod. And here we go. Oh, and it's a bridge battle. That is bull. We're attacking from Pomerania, for crying out loud, right? Pomerania to Brandenburg is a bridge battle? Oh, for crying out loud. Well, we outnumber them 2-1, but it's 2-1 garbage. We do outcommand them. He lost a command star as a result of fighting the Golden Horde. And we've got artillery. We set up our artillery close to the bridge. We might be able to hit stuff. At least keep them back so we can get across. Okay, so we've got our 3 chivalric dudes. They got 4 Vikings. Okay. They've got 1 archer. Only 1. And then, yes, they've got handgunners, but they've got very short range. They can fight, though, so we do have to be careful about that. So, obviously, we've got a lot of ranged units. He's going to be helping their morale. And I'd love to kill this guy. This general is just terrifying to me. But, of course, he's the main event. If we can kill the king, we don't even need to win the battle, right? We could just pull back out. If we kill the king, what the messages we've been getting so far have been saying he's the last of the line. He doesn't have a son yet, or a brother, or a cousin who's come of age. The faction should crumble. Gosh, and that would be just wonderful. We'd get out of this this horrible cycle we're in. He's got a lot of reinforcements, and these guys, some of these reinforcements are really good. So, probably he's going to withdraw from the battle at the beginning. So we very well may have to win the entire thing. So we've got, let's say, we've got 4 good spears, and the valor is kind of comparable to what they've got, 3, 2. And we've got swords-ish. All right, let me shuffle this stuff around, and we'll see you in a few minutes. All right, so our lineup is 5 archers in the front line. I've taken care to bring up the ones that have good valor and or armor. We've got our 4 spear units here, including feudals and chivalrics. We do have our 1 unit of swordsmen with a couple of valor at least, and then we do have javelins. I think I'll keep them in the first lineup just because why not? Maybe we'll get some action on the bridge, and it'd be good to have them throwing into like armored units. I'm going to keep all the artillery. If they're useless, we'll draw them out, and we do have hobilars to run down routers. Our first reinforcement unit is going to be this, kind of versatile, right, for some range or some light cav, whichever we might want. And then we've got some, more powerful archer units, some of the weird mercenaries. Then we get into, the other stuff like our urban militias, our Slavs, spearmen, and then you just kind of cycle through archers and bits and pieces of infantry and remnants of cav. So this is all, very small. It's small stuff, and I don't know if this is going to work, but we have to try it. This is the best chance we're going to get for a little while, and, maybe, just maybe, we'll pull it off and kill the king and destroy the Danish faction. But it is raining, so we're going to choose the weather here, and we're going to definitely wait for some good weather. Sadly, there's just this one bridge. But, we've got kind of a nice little area here. We can set up our catapults right here because they can turn, and we've got a pretty decent area they can hit. So if they're going to set up, like, even up there on the hill, we're kind of good. We can go with bombards as well, and let's do that. Let's aim the other 2 units both this way and this way. So the bombards, let's kind of have them go, yeah, like that. So pretty much anything that's like back there on that high ground we can hit. And for you, yeah, you're sort of hitting stuff that's over here on this high ground. And you guys can also just barely hit some stuff. So again, what I'd like you guys to be is all on fire at will. They won't listen to it for some reason, but let's do that. And yeah, we'll go with this formation. We'll march our guys over, and we are firing, actually. Okay, and they're over here, so they're not going to defend the bridge. So we're going to very much take our time with this. They're going to give us that luxury. We got 2 units firing. I want to kind of wait and let the artillery do its work. But on the other hand, we do have a timer. So we can't just do this all day. Maybe as soon as... Oh gosh, look at this bombard. Total failure. Once they get hit, assuming we do hit them with something, they probably will withdraw out of the way. And that would be a good time for us to get our guys out. There we go. That was a good one. Took out 5. And they've got Spanish Chinets over there. Okay. I think this is all of their cav, though. We've got 60 feudal men-at-arms, 53 chivalric sergeants. And I don't think they have their chivalric swords with them. Should I move the trebuchet? Yeah, I think we'll go ahead and call that out. That'll give us our mounted crossbowmen. Oh, so close. The bombard is a really interesting unit. It's your first cannon that you can build. And you can see it's like just a metal tube with like a wooden frame around it and a little door that flips up and down. So we'll see it fire here. Yeah. Blam. And it's very inaccurate, and there's also, I believe, something like a 10% chance that it will explode. So, very dangerous, and that will kill some of the crew, and I think it can also kill men who are around it. So, our other artillery guys might be in some danger. but that's fine. That was good. So, we've killed 11 so far. You know, arguably, we could even take our time with this. I think the air, correct me if I'm wrong. Yeah, there it goes. And look at that. We lost a bunch of guys here, so we draw immediately. What did we lose? Like 3... We lost 5 men. The bombard has exploded. I think maybe the percentage chance increases as you fire it more, that it will blow up. But really the only damage we've been inflicting so far has been with our catapult anyway. And I really like that this controls the river. So if this unit moves away, we can move our guys across, and even if they come to replace it with something else, our catapult will still be threatening that line of approach, potentially. Alright, so the unit after the mounted crossbows is, I think, either Pavi's crossbows or arbalesters. So that stuff will be good. And you know, here's the other encouraging thing. Even if we lose this battle, we haven't been attacked in Saxony at all. You can tell the Danes are getting a little hesitant. So I think, you know, we might be in a position, even if we lose, to actually hold on to Saxony. I'm not going to burn it down. I'm not going to... I may abandon it, like, theoretically. But I'm not going to destroy it. Alright, let's move them... Let's have our guys, like... Actually, no, cancel that. Let's have our guys move across the river here. I'm going to keep my catapults out, though. Alright, so they are actually withdrawing. Let's see, what are they bringing on first? I think it might be chivalric men-at-arms. Oh, and we need to change our reinforcement flag. We'll put it like right down here instead. Yeah, feudal, okay, men-at-arms, so this is their swords unit. And if we can, like, get them... Yeah, they've only got the archers, and then it's handgunners. You know, if we can get them to come at us, like, one at a time... Kind of like they did in the battle in the last episode up in... Where was that? Can't even remember. Was that Friesland, or was it, like, Denmark or something? But we had a sort of an unexpected success against basically this kind of army. And it was because we had our guys in a nice orderly line, and we would approach, and then they would sort of send stuff at us, and we would beat it back, and then kind of repeat. Right, mounted crossbowmen, I'll send them over too. Gosh, look at the marching here. I don't know why they're moving so slowly on this particular point. Let's get them over here. Yeah, there we go. Walk like normal. We're going to do a thing here where we have 2 lines of archers instead of 1. And so the first line is, I think, just going to be the 2 armored guys. And I don't know why they're forming up so weird. Alright, let's ungroup everybody, in fact. Maybe that's the issue. No. What the heck? Alright, we'll do this one at a time then. Alright, and then the second line is going to be, I think, behind the infantry. So we'll do, like, I don't know if the order of this matters, but yeah, I'm not a fan of that. Okay, but let's do that for now. Okay, here we go. Now we might need to run. Why are you in a double line? Let's quickly change that. Yeah, this is not going quite the way I wanted. Get the Slav Javelin up there. Maybe they will see some use. Chivalric Sergeants actually can turn here. Okay, they're technically in range of the catapult. But it's not firing right now, which I'm kind of okay with. Alright, let's actually spread you out so you can meet them. There they go. Oh, did that work? Or is that just our archers? Alright, I don't see anything moving yet. Evenly matched. Oh, no. Come on, guys. Get out of here, you fools. Okay, good. Okay, now stop. Seriously, didn't I tell you to knock this off? You are not on fire at will. What are you doing to me? Alright, archers back here. We're pulling back. Hobilars, get up here. Oh, here they come. Stop firing! What the frig? I have no idea why that catapult is still going. Alright, Vikings. Alright, chivalric sergeants. Alright, all we have to do is kill the king. We don't even need to win. We just need to kill the king, don't need to win. And they caught our archers because they're idiots. Damn it. Kill the king. Damn it. Alright, kill these Royal Knights too. Oh, fuck. Sure, hit the archers. Maybe we'll incidentally kill a king. Alright, we got javelins throwing at him. Down to 11 men. Alright. This is a friggin' mess. Damn it. Alright, what are we at? 8? That is so close, but it's not going to be enough. It is not going to be enough. Hobilar's running away? Yeah, they're running away. They didn't see any action, but they're running away. Let's kill this asshole. Can we do that? Since you're going to be shooting stuff anyway, let's kill this general. Oh my... I mean, I didn't think there was much odds in this, but that's so disappointing. I mean, I know what it was. I know it's the archers routing and all my guys getting bad feelings from that. It just sucks. Bring him down to 8. And what are you guys doing still withdrawing? Like, friggin' seriously. You were up here so long ago. We need to change our archers so they're not getting run into by all these friggin' cowards. I mean, obviously, our general has bad traits, right? I'm not expecting this to work fantastically. Well, let's get up on the hill somewhat. Yeah, you know, go back to firing at anything. Isn't that what you like to do? Let's hit the handgunners, I guess. Okay, we can get some reinforcements. Run up the hill. May as well keep the catapult. Alright, no. Like, come over here. No, just stop. What is your problem? Okay, so now this is turning into a normal bridge battle, apparently. And I don't know if we can win this. What are you doing? Alright, you're not firing at anything, but you easily could. So let's hit the Vikings, please. Halt. Where's that Royal Knight unit? That's a new unit. That's not the one that was on the field already. Did we kill them? Because I would, I would take that as kind of a victory. We have no more ammo in the catapults. Is this unit stuck? Are these idiots stuck somewhere? Because that's really what it seems like. That is something that can happen. Your guys can get stuck on the edge of the battle map. It is, of course, very disappointing. And it can be... This is a #1 reason to keep the battle timer on. Because otherwise you can't... You just have to, like, close out the game. You basically quit the game. Because, in a certain situation, if you're attacking and the enemy is withdrawing, right, and they get stuck... Like, yeah, it sucks to lose on the timer, but alternatively, what's the other option? And alternatively, if you're defending and you're doing a nice big counter push and they withdraw, but they get stuck withdrawing, that's not good. Okay, here's all of our reinforcements. I think this unit is stuck, which is really, really bad. You can see him right there. All right, how about you guys come back? Can you do that? Nope. Oh my gosh, can I route you? I can't route you. I can halt you. Okay, now what do you do? We'll see if we can actually get them to withdraw. I'm a little worried now that this catapult crew is going to do the same. and any of our archers, which is really obviously going to screw us. And we've got some issue here, where we've got some archers who are just, I don't know what their deal is. They're stuck on the bridge. Right, we might be able to shoot some of those guys. Their archers are gone, is that right? I'm not seeing that other Royal Cav unit at all. Right, there's their 20 chivalric men-at-arms. Right, let's bring you, like, up here, maybe. Maybe that'll get you out of your little animation. And let's bring you right up here. And what do we want to hit? You know, I'd love to hit Vikings, but they're not going to let us. We used up the quarter of the time. Alright, now I can route you, right? Maybe that'll work. Halt and route. I can't route you for some reason. Alright, withdraw. Keep withdrawing. We'll see. I'd love to get these units gone so that I can more consistently bring stuff onto the battlefield. Are you going to get off? Good. Good, good, good. Okay. Catapult is gone. But the bombard was the one that was stuck. Alright, I think we're shooting at handgunners. Not the best. Let's go for the chivalric sergeants. I mean, handgunners are a good unit to get rid of. Oh, are they going to bring their king up? Are they going to be really stupid? Alright, Pavi's crossbows and arbalesters. Maybe not. Maybe they're not going to be that stupid. Okay, good. We got rid of those units. I think I want to keep these archers. 3 valor, you know. Wonder if we could hit these woodsmen. Maybe. Let's bring him down. As close as I can get. And I'll get you right here. Okay. Got Italian infantry. Let's get all of our spears together. Got literal spearmen. And that's really it. We do have some armor killers. Makes them sound way more awesome than they really are. And then we've got some kind of generic infantry like swords. We do have our own handgunners and arquebus units. Oh, good. It's good to see them. Alright, let's hit the woodmen. Yeah. Because I think, you know, we may incidentally kill some of the Vikings behind them. And this is just a, you know, a unit that is good to, relatively easy to get rid of. Handgunners, though, I think might be better for our crossbows. I don't know, who's got more armor, the handgunners or the chivalric sergeants, right? Like, what's the best target for our archers as opposed to crossbows? I really don't know. Man, though, you arbalesters are good. Okay, let's not waste you on that. Let's bring you over because you might be able to hit the king. And I think, if I'm not mistaken, the arquebus guys have decent range. Well, it's better than handgunners. Okay, this is what's going on. We got the arbalesters sort of caught. There's this little lip at the end of the bridge. Alright, Let's bring him back. And try more consciously to avoid that. Alright, and they do have some archers back there. Alright, we gotta watch the clock. But, you know, then on the other hand, we kind of don't. Because, you know, if we inflict a lot of damage here, and then we time out, we go back to Saxony, right? We can refit. And try this again. They still don't have Pomerania, so they can't move anywhere else. I mean, they could attack Pomerania. Okay, now you're done, so you crossbows. I want you to move right up here, and we will decide what you're going to attack. I guess we'll let those archers still, you know, keep shooting at the handgunners. Okay, arbalesters. Try not to get caught on the bridge, if you would, please. And let's move the handguns and the arbalesters down. I don't think the handgunners have any shot of making it, like, across the bridge. Let's just try to do a visual here. Yeah, the arquebus goes out to about there. They might be able to shoot across. The handgunners, why am I not seeing, like, a range? That's really weird. Okay. There we go. So yeah, they have a pretty short range. Okay, you guys are done. Bring you back. All right, very good. So nothing else is coming on currently. And, you know, now's the time where, you know, I've got 20 units that could come on as reinforcements, but a lot of them are going to be pretty weak. I've got these 3 basically empty archer units. So one option is I could use them as bait. Let's send you. I'll bring you guys away so you don't mind so much maybe if they or when they just route right through you. But we'll bring the archers over here with the idea of just sending them across the bridge and pulling guys towards us. All right, arbalesters, what are you hitting? Can't quite get those Royal Knights. Let's shoot at those handgunners. Alright, that's pretty good, you know, we're doing damage here. And we do have a lot of ammo, so we'll be able to do that for quite some time. Now these guys, you know, it might not last very long. But I know we've got at least 3 other archer units. And if we can pull down the enemy so that we can target them with our arbalests, that's what I want to do. Start with you, and you other archers will follow up. Probably 1 unit at a time is going to, okay, what's this? I'm thinking they're going to just route, you know, like one of them at a time. Alright, let's focus to this chivalrix. Love to take out some of these guys. But we go over, get them to chase us, and then they get back in range of our mounted crossbows and our guns. Potentially. Let's move the mounted crossbows back there. There, and... Alright, yes. actually. Alright, now I want you guys to follow me across, where we will meet you with some of our okayest units. Now these guys are already wavering. But this is the only unit coming. And they may not even stick around. So now is when we'll take a few opportunistic hits in the back. We're going to lose some crossbows potentially to the archers, but it's bad weather. We've got pavises. Okay. Now you guys can withdraw from the battle, I think. And we'll try the same thing with you. 3 Valor unit as soon as these guys withdraw away. Let's shoot Vikings and let's shoot archers here. It is a waste, you know, to send our armor-piercing arbalests at these Vikings, but that's what we've got. They're not even doing that well because of the rain. Alright, let's maybe halt here. But yeah, let's attack them. That certainly got the attention of those archers. Actually, we're not routing all that fast. But archers are doing so little because of the rain, unfortunately. And, you know, so are theirs, but that's really too bad. Get our general a little bit closer here. Like, they're still at 33. We haven't done anything. We've been telling you to target these guys for the last, like, 5 minutes, it feels like. But you've done nothing. Okay, that brings it down to 32. Alright, hit Chivalric Men-at-Arms maybe for a couple of cycles. Right, where's those archers? It's taking them an awful long time. Actually... could we go back now? Let's withdraw while we can. And now we'll send the archers over that have armor. Alright, down to 30. It's just... it's very weak. But they may be out of arrows now is the other thing. Chivalric Men-at-Arms with 3 Valor. Yeah, I guess that's an okay target. Are you firing? Alright, great. 1 reinforcement and then one more on the way. Jeez, this is pathetic. But yeah, I think they're out of arrows. That's nice. The gunpowder, actually, of course, their gunpowder is going to be useless. And they don't have any arrows. They do have Spanish Jeannettes, who may have javelins still. And they've still got enough units that could beat us, especially since we've already been kicked down the hill. But this is a battle of attrition here. Let's halt. Let's make them come to us. While they're fighting, let's hit the Vikings. Oh, nope, that's it for the Pavis. Yeah, the morale of these guys is very, very fragile, so... Let's see, they're wavering just by being here. Alright, General, come over. I don't know if they're, like... Okay, encouraged by the General, so that must mean they're within his little... Okay. We gotta have the General, like, right about here. Okay, right about, like, there. That's good enough for him to encourage all of them. Yep, hit those 18 chivalric men-at-arms who still have not managed to make a dent in. You can see just the fragility of the morale. I mean, all the penalties this guy has. Let's see, you're exhausted. Let's get rid of you. If we've got, you know, a few more archer units coming, which we do eventually, then we can do a similar kind of thing. Just bring them up here, try to get as many casualties as we can, and then maybe withdraw with our army, quote-unquote, intact. But we do have, you know, we've still got these 87 chivalric sergeants. This is from that initial, I think, 3 that went across. You know, the only other good stuff we've got is, like, you know, more urban militia, I think. We've got a mercenary feudal men-at-arms coming. But these guys are not going to have much better morale than anything else. I would have thought the Arbalesters would have had a bit better morale than they do. Okay, down to 15. Great, we'll take that. And then I wonder if it's worthwhile just getting rid of these guys while we're at it. Because the weather, unless it changes, we're just not going to be able to use them. Yeah, that would make sense. I don't think it's going to change. Things always work out badly for me, so in these in terms of the weather. But we don't have any, like, high morale units coming that can really lead a charge across the bridge. But maybe we've got some archers, maybe we've got some numbers. Okay, that's 15 units remaining. Okay. They're changing their approach a little bit. Let's see. We've still got, like, a quarter of our ammo left. Maybe let's aim it at the... Jeez. Let's see, Vikings or handgunners. Handgunners are, like, kind of a good melee unit, and they've got armor, so that feels like the better option. Okay, you guys are new crossbow units, so I'll bring you down over here. And archers, same thing. You're going to come right down here. And what is that? Oh, 3 feudal knights. Okay. And we've got 4. Where's the 4th? Okay, coming down the hill. Urban militia. Jeez, if we had really good morale units or a general without all these bad morale traits, we might make a nice go of this, but the weather is just not working in our favor. Alright, they can kill things. I've seen it now. Alright, and now I guess you can set up here. And since archers can arc their fire, we'll go like that. can go like that. We used up more than half the clock. And I don't know what they have coming. They withdrew those archers. So they may be thinking they've got another unit they can bring on that'd be more useful. Okay, let's go with these Vikings. Let's whittle down this unit. Yeah, like everybody, focus on that, except for the Arbalests, which will continue fighting the handgunners. Now, the AI will do this. They'll get into loose formation, and then you might think, okay, I'll switch targets. But I think that's kind of a waste of time. Like, yes, it is harder to hit them, but you're also going to incidentally hit other things. And in my experience, maybe they're not going to do it now because we're looking at them, but like in my experience, I swear they will go in and out of loose formation. So they'll go loose, close, so, you know, it just doesn't seem to make that much of a difference. When the time gets to like a quarter left, you know, our archers are going to use up their ammo pretty quickly. We'll withdraw them. We'll probably be getting rid of these Arbalesters by then. We'll see what's coming in terms of the reinforcements and then decide to pull back or make a throw at it. If it wasn't raining, I gotta feel like we would be doing a lot more here. These had 41 Vikings at the beginning. It's just pathetic. Alright, let's actually switch with that one archer unit. Alright, I'm going to speed up the time. Okay, that's interesting. So, what are they doing? Right, you aim at Vikings, and you can't really hit anything. Okay, they're just moving back out of range. Fair enough. Let's do the old archer across the bridge trick. These crossbows are not really doing a whole lot either. They can't hit anything from this range, but we'll get the archers over, and that may encourage them to come across. 33 Vikings, 31 Vikings. There's 52 over there and 50 over here. So we have done some damage to them. 31 handgunners, 9 chivalric men-at-arms, and 30 chivalric sergeants. You know, if this were an open battle, I would think, okay, I can take these guys with what I've got. I might be wrong, but I would be at least confident. Given the situation here, though, I am absolutely not confident. Yeah. These archers, I'll just leave here because they've got a few arrows left. And when the enemy starts chasing us across the bridge, we'll be able to see if we can get a few more kills. Maybe the weather will change. Maybe the rain will stop, right? Hey, his mounted sergeants have come along. I guess that's what they were bringing the archers back for. That's the thing. I don't remember seeing them coming down, but I could be wrong. All right, halt. And yeah, archers just attack now. Obviously, we're going to be losing. And you guys are now out of ammo. Okay, looked like there's a unit maybe coming down the hill, but I guess not. I wonder if we're going to get to a point where they take enough losses that they decide to withdraw. That's way too much to hope for, isn't it? There's no retreat here except to a fort for them. Let's say hit those Spanish Jeanettes. Okay. So we killed 5 of them for the loss of like 30 archers. Is that a fair trade? Probably not. But, you know, again, we've just got lots of bodies here. What else could I be doing? Okay, you go off the field. We're at that quarter mark. And we'll see what the next unit is. I think I want to preserve an archer, so we'll withdraw you as well. You guys feel so useless, these 20 crossbowmen. So let's withdraw them. They're exhausted. The arbalests are exhausted, but they're still able to shoot at least. So keep them there. And then as soon as they're out of ammo, we will withdraw them. They have done some work for us, so let's not be too bitter about it all. Alright, what do we got? Okay, looks like chivalric men-at-arms, some more archers, some more urban militia. Yeah. Jabagi? I mean, that's kind of something. Yeah, Vikings right here. And Royal Knights that are untouched currently. And 28 archers is our only ranged unit. Well, let's bring them down anyway. And have them shoot. Okay. And let's just do this. Okay, they got some more archers. Alright, get out. Yeah, we'll just let the timer run out. Let's go over and shoot at them while we can. Okay. Yep. We'll just let this time out. That's fine. That's fine. I'm totally okay with this. Kill captured soldiers, and I feel like we were close. We were kind of close. Okay, Anatolia. Interesting. The Byzantines can't hold this for some reason. Possibly the Golden Horde. Yep. And ransom. No, we're not going to pay for that. Emperor Otto V is a builder. That's very nice. All right. What do they got here now? Do they have a prince? Not yet. 14%. Let's try it. Very nervous. Geez, this is our only assassin remaining. We're making 765 though. And we do still own Pomerania, which Pomerania into Brandenburg, I should have looked, is a stupid river battle. So here's what we're going to do instead. We're going to go here. And we're going to crank up the taxes to make even more money. I think I'm going to destroy this just because. This stuff, though, is making us cash. And here we've got a feudal man-at-arms unit. And we've got our 87 as well. And we've got a few odds and ends. Maybe I can combine. But yeah, it's really not that much. But let's do another one. And then I think we'll go from here. I guess it's a river battle either way. This sucks. But Brandenburg is totally defended by rivers. Well, we'll try it. We'll try it from this angle anyway. We'll send our assassin in first. We'll build another unit. And then we will see if that's going to yield any results. Now down here, I think we're going to take a turn off of building. The Byzantines are running into maybe a little bit of trouble. You know, they're capturing back Asia Minor, but they're stumbling in Edessa. They're running into a bit of trouble in Anatolia. These units are very good. The Mongol Heavy Cav. Okay, very low. I feel like we could make that one rebel. And here, this is really close. Oh gosh, if only we had some stuff that was better in a bridge battle. Let's, no. Let's go with an inn here. I don't know if it'll be worth anything. But 400, 2 turns, we could have, you know, some useful mercenaries maybe that we could throw in. We don't have a lot of money, but you know, maybe eventually we could do that. So maybe this turn, what we'll do is move some guys over towards Venice. I think I'll leave Prince Ludwig here. He's going to be a governor someday, right? He's not the current, you know, he's not the current heir, so he could be a governor. Oh, and actually, we could go for her. That'd be a better move. I feel like we should just go with a Spanish one for now, and then just know that there's another Italian princess somewhere on the map. Okay, chivalric men-at-arms, move them up 1. And let's hold here. I think we would have time, you know, if we needed to bring all these guys back down. Building another ship, abstaining from ships in the east. So 2 more years, and then we'll be able to link these up theoretically. We may instead just send them to attack Danish fleets. The fact that I'm feeling confident enough to do that is kind of nice. And we got our 40% improved farmland. Well, geez, fantastic. 802, and then if we were to go up even higher, 924. So that's good as well. So I think that's going to be our next move. But we're getting low in money, so I'm not going to do that until we're at least over 3,000. Okay, who are we going to leave in Genoa? It's kind of a standoff right now. All right, this is our really good spy. I feel like I want to keep this spy here, so I'm kind of stuck. I don't want to move him out just yet because I need him here to keep taxes high. But when we lose this, which is almost certain to happen next turn, then we'll change that up. I think in Italy we just got to hold on. There may be a rebellion. You know, the other thing is the Golden Horde could attack Brandenburg. Yep. Damn it. All right. Well. Okay. All right. We get a princess for the heir, Prince Rudolph. It is. Let's take a look. Yes, he's got a Spanish princess, so he should start getting heirs going, which is going to be perfect timing. And our influence is, you know, 5. Not too terrible. Tied with the king of the Danes, who is a recluse now, -1 valor, and you know, -5 health to balance great warrior. All right, are we ready to try it again? I don't know that we are, but should we wait for the inn? Okay, we gotta. All right, since that's not working, we'll go down here with our spies, and then we'll switch them. So the higher valor spy is going to be in Denmark, causing trouble. Let's wait 1 more turn, and then we will go hit the king there. 823. And you guys could actually train as good assassins as Naples could train. So Sicily, let's get one assassin going here. And yeah, it looks like the Danes have moved off. I think I want to keep my ships there, though, just for the moment. And now we've got 3 stacks in Provence. Arg. I think we need everybody here. This is rough. Man. At least he's a good runner. 823. But we're building, so let's just be patient. I'm getting a little nervous too at our inactivity because that's letting the Danes rebuild, retrain, instead of moving around like we have been. All right, we've got our inn at Saxony. They didn't bother to take back Pomerania. So let's get some mercs. Okay. Okay, let's go bankrupt with mercenaries now. We'll get some chivalric men-at-arms with some nice upgrades. Some valor even. Wow. Royal Knights. We're going to go bankrupt with this. Longbowmen. Yeah, Royal Knights. Italian infantry. Or Pavese arbalesters. Yep, that's the stuff you want in a bridge fight. And let's do 1, 2, and let's call it there. Do we want Byzantine Cav? Let's try it. Oh my gosh, that hurts so badly. But now everybody's going to Brandenburg. We're going to try this one more time. Alright, he's actually extremely loyal for a mercenary. And all these guys are loyal enough for my purposes. Let's do another chivalric sergeant's unit. And let's see how this works, because it will be a bridge battle. They may stay, or maybe they're going to take this turn to withdraw somewhere else. Okay, so you're going to go here. You're going to go up to Denmark. Maybe we can cause some trouble. I don't know. But they're in a position now where they could hit us in Saxony, and maybe they will. Okay, what else? All right, we can finally open up our sea lanes. Let's send you to Sicily, and let's send you to the Ionian Sea. And this is going to allow us really just trade with 2 ports. But Sicily has a lot to trade. And these ports have no trade goods, so we're going to be getting all of this stuff sent out. Okay, let's do a little save here. And end the year. This may be a long one. Like we're eking up on 2 hours, I feel. So, but if we could end with the death of the Danish faction, then I'd be able to sleep at night. Okay, I didn't see them moving anywhere else up around Saxony. Oh, the Golden Horde's going for Egypt. Good for you guys. What? Are we crashing? Woof. That was a halt, and I'm not sure what happened there. I'm afraid to save. But the game kind of hiccuped. We're going to go with this and hope that this works out. That was a bit of a pause, but we are invading Brandenburg here. We have... Is this 2 bridges? Are we actually going to do this, or is this going to halt? Damn it. Let's give it a shot. We do have a 2-bridge battle here. I don't know what's happening. Hardicanute IV... He's got no princes with him, and he doesn't have that 7-star general, so we did kill him in the last battle. I'm going to shuffle this stuff around and hope this doesn't crash on me. We'll see if we can end the war right here. All right, we are on the map here in Brandenburg. And as you can see, 2 bridges. Now, they're fairly close together. We're attacking in good weather, but let's see if that actually matters. Yeah, the bridges are both here, and frustratingly, we can't get over to that one, so we can't kind of command both of them. Well, hopefully the Danes are going to be in a similar position. We're going to get our guys set up here right on the end of the bridge, and catapults are not going to have as good range, but hopefully that'll be enough. Oh, this is going to be nasty. All right, let's move our whole army around here while those 2 duke it out. We'll just ignore all of that. All of our guys are firing now. I'm happy for them to do that. I don't even know if I want to aim at anything in particular. They're not firing, though. They can't hit us with their mangonels. Alright, I think we want to avoid the mangonels, actually. Let's go and hit, like, 60 Vikings back there. And you guys aim at, like, the Royal Knights with the bombard. No chance in hell are you going to hit that. Alright, we destroyed a mangonel. And let's just see how we get. How well we do. We're going to go to this other bridge. See if they follow us there. They are turning. Are you still firing at your targets, or have you picked different stuff? We're in a pretty good position here. And bombard. This is much nicer. Okay. In terms of our cav, we don't have any cav with us because I wasn't anticipating we'd be able to rush across to the, across the bridge. And we're going to have to be careful with this. You know how we were rushed last time. So let's get a kind of a mix of units. Withdraw these guys then, since the gun blew up and killed some of our trebuchet guys into the bargain. But I like what we're doing. I like the damage we're doing here. And let's get our longbowmen like really close in the rain. Friggin' rain. These are just handgunners. All right, we gotta move our guys more slowly though. We gotta be careful. All right, archers here, and let's just march all of our infantry across. Change the assembly point. Here, maybe that's the issue. Me switching that assembly point is confusing our guys. Alright, I don't know exactly how much damage we're doing, but it is very impressive. Oh, that was good though. Their king now has 11 Royal Knights. That was a good one. Didn't kill him, but we are doing damage. Alright, the rain is actually clearing up. So, do we send the chivalric men-at-arms right at the handgunners? Or do we go with longbows? I think we go with longbows first. We sort of hold off. We see if they're going to get closer. And they are. They're all getting closer. Alright, we gotta run now. Damn it. I'm gonna maybe try to ignore the handgunners. I don't know. The shivs can shoot them. Longbows should be able to hit them. Longbows, actually, I now want you to halt. Alright, they're abandoning them. Alright. We've still got 52 of our men-at-arms. Alright, we just keep this up. You guys rout off the field. You know, this is where some cav would be very nice, of course. We got archers up. Alright, there's our calf. Mercenary Royal Knights. Alright, pretty soon they're going to be in the red. Great. Yeah, look at them moving around. They don't know what to do. I like this terrain. Oh, that's right. I still got artillery. You know, I think it's time to get rid of that now. Alright, these are Jeanettes. I'm going to just move over towards them. Actually, let's not be stupid here. We'll get our archers up. We've got time to do this right. There we go. Okay, we can bring our Royal Knights over too. Let's see. Okay, so let's do one of these group thingies. We're going to do foot first, right? Or sorted double line. How's that going to look? No, I don't like that. Let's go to foot first. Okay, this is where the reinforcements are coming from. Good to know. But I'm not really worried about that stuff. I think we need to now just get to the point of action. Alright, what do we got coming? We've got Byzantine cav and more shivs. I am glad to see that. Alright, you guys, let's just go off over here. We could maybe hit them now. So let's halt, get some shots in while their back is turned. Alright, raid's coming back. But we've only used up not even a quarter of the timer. I think we got to change the assembly point now. Byzantine Cav can just come right over here. Alright, I'm really liking this. It's raining, but not too bad. And you know, that rain is going to help us as we move up here. I think we just keep up the same exact pressure. I'm just going to use my arrows. Spanish Junets, go away. And now I've got some nice Byzantine Cav. Alright. Get a little wing going over to the right. Longwomen are totally out of ammo, but they could still be a good melee unit. Okay. And, you know, I think I want to keep my archers, too. It's going to be kind of a while before we get reinforcements, so... Mounted sergeants, yeah, I'll bring my left guys down through the field. The Byzantine Cav to get close enough to start firing. They're not a really fast unit, but they're faster than anything else we have at the moment. Knights in the woods should be fine against our chivalrics, and we've got men-at-arms coming to help out. They'll be slow, but that's fine. Let's throw in the longwomen. These are mercenaries. We're not going to keep them very much longer. King could attack. He could get into the fort, right, if he wants to withdraw. Start pinning some other units. Let's get my general up a little bit closer. Alright, let's hit him. I think he's pretty unprotected at the moment. Right up through here, hit those Royal Knights. The longwomen are fighting. That's just fine. Get him, get him, get him. The spearmen are going to be kind of annoyingly tough. them after them. Reinforcements are coming from the back. Not really such a big deal. I guess we can send the Royal Knights after those archers just to stop it. And what else do we have going on? Routing Royal Knights. There are some archers over here. We'll get those archers, that's no problem. The men-at-arms. They're pretty tired. Let's just move them up here, though. Danish King down to 1 man. Here come reinforcements. It's bits and pieces of stuff. We don't have any more we can bring. I get the spears back down here. You can go after those arbalesters, and the Royal Knights can move over here. Down to 1 man. Okay, this is probably not the best battle. Maybe we'll get the Byzantines out of there. They're already very tired. There we go. Dead outright. Okay. So what's this going to do? What's this going to do? Are they going to... Let's see, you've got arrows. Let's get you up here. You don't. You do. Let's turn you there. You can come over here. You can turn over here. We do have to kill them all to win this battle, right? This is an attack. So the timer works in their favor. And they can just set up on that hill if they want. So let's get our guys marching over in that direction. I just want to go back to the campaign map now and see what's going to happen. Our guys are extremely tired. These crossbows. Let's get you. Let's get the Spanish Unists. Let's get the Royal Knights. Let's get our Byzantines down here. And our chivalric men-at-arms. Our guys are doing a lot of marching. Sergeants, 9 of them. Let's throw them in here. We got 16 valor on our general. Yeah, I thought so. Jeez. They were 9. He killed 8 of them in like the blink of an eye. Holy crap. Alright. Don't, yeah, actually, you can stay on those guys. You got them. 2 Royal Knights. Where's everybody? We've got no more crew members. We're being fired on somewhere. Where is that? Over here. Okay, there's freaking... just some arbalesters left. That's it. Alright. Real question is the campaign map. Brandenburg is conquered. Ransom received. What is air? Oh, well, this is good anyway. I half thought that was going to happen. Let's see. So yes, the Danes are still alive. Total garbage, right? They had no princes, no heirs whatsoever. until apparently the turn in which we killed their king. Then one magically appears. However, people of Novgorod are reappearing. Now this sucks right here. They're appearing right in my face. But there's 3 places that they are reappearing. One of them is Livonia, and that's gotta be. Is that the king? That's the king. All right. All right. So the Danish king, King Canute III, is somehow 40 years old. How is that, you ask? How is a 40-year-old heir just appearing out of nowhere when he had no sons, no heirs coming of age? Yeah, this is the last guy. Sure it is. Yeah, sometimes that happens. Now, I'm wondering if what happened there was a civil war that we didn't see. Now, for there to be a civil war, you would think there would have to be a rebel faction. Is this it? Yes. Okay, so this is what we've got. And here we go. Here we go. Okay. We did eliminate the last Danish king. However, there was a royal blood uncle floating around somewhere who could muster enough support for a civil war. And unfortunately, he's managed to hold on to pretty much all the territory of theirs that we can see. They're going to lose a bunch of it, though. They're going to lose Pomerania. I mean, we're going to lose Pomerania, but the Danes are not going to get it back, is the point. They've got Denmark. They've got Norway somehow. I don't know if they have Sweden, right? They've got at least part of Spain, but they've got the bad part, right? They've got the part that's going to rebel. So that's really nice. There's nobody here in Cordoba. So they should just take this, and they may lose Provence, right? Because they're outnumbered here. They're going to lose Venice. So this just made that was good. That made our life easier. So boys, let's move you back here, back to Saxony. Is it the elimination of the Danish faction? No, not quite, not yet, but maybe. They've still got 1,000,000 points on the board, and they're still going to get 1,000,000 more, but we have dealt them a blow. And so that is what we need to keep doing. Now, maybe they'll die out here, right? It could be that this turn, he's got no heirs. I don't know, can he go to Novgorod? I think there was a rebellion there, right? So he may have nowhere to retreat to, and this emerging army of Novgorod with Lithuanian Cav and all the Pavies Arbalesters you could want, may wipe them out. This may be it. And so it just may be another couple of turns. But in the meantime, we're going to call this an episode, folks. Thanks very much for joining me with this. Thanks for persevering, assuming you have. And we'll check you out in the next one. Until then, take care.